Hello everybody, happy new year and welcome back to the channel. I am Justina. I like to make videos about money and travel vlogs and also a little bit of mommy content and lifestyle vlogs. So if any of those topics sounds interesting to you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And also if you find this video helpful and you want to partake on my spendy year plan, go ahead and let me know in the comment down below, and that way we can hold each other accountable. We can be internet besties and hold each other accountable. So that brings me to the topic of what I am going to be talking about here today in this video, which is my plan to have a low spend year. Now the key word is low. I'm not doing a completely no spend year because I feel like that is very difficult, and also it will be very challenging for me. And knowing myself, if I do a no spend year, the likelihood of me accomplishing a no spend year is very low. Yeah, so because of that, I would be doing a low spend year essentially. So what is a low spend year? Just like the term, it's a period of time, a month, a year, a week, well, however you would like. You designate that period to not spend too much amount of money. You are more intentional with what you spend your money on. So that is my plan for this year. I would like to do it for the whole 12 months, but I want to do it in 3 months increment. So right now my next target or my next check-in that I would like to come back here and make a video for is going to be in March. Either in the beginning of March or at the end of March. If you see me looking down, that's because I have my notes in front of me, so I can be able to, you know, cover my point and whatever I have down here. It's on my computer. The reason why I'm making this video, or the reason why I want to participate in a low spend year, is because I have financial goals for myself that I set for myself last year and the previous year, and I have not hit them. Last year was difficult because I was just unmotivated. I was unmotivated to do anything, and one thing about me is that when I'm unmotivated, I tend to spend money. Yeah, that it's a bad habit. It's not a good habit. Don't do that. No, but that is me. I know my flaws and I own up to it. I tend to spend money when I'm very much unmotivated or when I'm in the flunk. So that happened last year, and I was able to hit my financial milestones that I had set in place for myself. Another reason why is because I want to take on a big project within 2 to 3 years time, and it is going to require a lot of capital up front. So I want to grow my net worth, and I also want to grow my savings and investment account to a point where I'm able to have the capital to front up the project that I want to partake in. The third reason that I would like to talk about in this video is that, essentially, like I said earlier, is that I realized that I spent a lot of money last year on stuff that I didn't really need to be spending money on. I was not mindful about my purchase or what I bought or what I spent money on. So this year I would like to turn that around and be more intentional about where my money goes and how my money moves in. So here I have a couple of lists of approved purchase and unapproved purchase. So the unapproved purchase is a list of stuff that I'm going to change the term to low. Like, I'm going to try to bring the budget down as much as I can, not spend too much money on it. So the stuff that I can spend money on are food and groceries, obviously, because we do need to eat and to survive. But one thing I'm going to do about that one is to minimize the amount of times I go to the grocery stores. Last year, when I was looking at my financial transaction, I went to the grocery stores a lot, and sometimes during the week, like 2, 3 times, 5 times. There is no reason why I should be going to the grocery store that many times. So this year I am trying to only go to the grocery store once a week, and I've also set a budget of $50 to go to the grocery store, to spend on the grocery store once a week. And if I spend $50 once a week on the grocery store, and there are typically 4 weeks a month, that will bring me around like $200 if I'm doing my math right. So that is how much I can spend on the grocery store per month. So with that being said, so if I go to the grocery store one time, let me say I went today on Wednesday, and I spent $20. I still have $30 that I can spend. So if I need to go back to the grocery store and pick up something that is completely fine. But after I spend that $50, I cannot make any more trips to the grocery store. This will be fun. I'm actually very excited to see how much or how well I do with, you know, with these rules that I'm setting in place for myself. And then the other one that's on the list of approved purchase is going to or trying out a new restaurant once a month. I like food, and I don't mind spending a good amount of money on a good food. For that one, I have spent $200 on a restaurant visit per month. Another thing that is on the approved list is replacement items. So if I have anything in my house that is broken that I already have, I am allowed to take money and go and replace that item, such as cosmetic item like facial care, facial wash, body wash, all of those stuff. If I have anything that I've ran out of, I can go back to the store and buy. I don't really have a budget in place for this. Yeah, I don't really have a budget in place for this. I'm not going to lie, but I do know I don't expect myself to spend a lot of money on this category because I am very well established at my point of life. I don't really need a lot of stuff like that. Another thing that's on the approved list is experiences and or vacation. I like to travel. My daughter likes to travel, and one rule that I have is to at least go to 3 different locations or countries per year. 3 to 5. I don't have a budget in place for this because, like I said, I don't compromise when it comes to travel. I like the best of the best. That's just me, and that is my taste. And I do like to create new experience for my daughter. I feel like as a child, it is very, very essential to the development of the child. And the way I see it too is that if I have the money now, why not just spend it? So yeah, that is something that I will not compromise on when it comes which is traveling. So now we are going to the list of unapproved purchase. Not essentially unapproved because I can still spend money on them, but we are trying to bring the price down. We're trying to not spend too much money on this category, which are going to be what I have here are gifts, clothing, decor, books, and online courses. I'm going to break it down a little bit to explain what I'm, you know, why all of this stuff are on the category. So for gifts, right, I can spend money on gifts, but not too much money. So what I have, the rule that I have in place for this year is that if I gave you a Christmas gift, you're not getting the birthday present. But if I did not get you a Christmas present, then you'll get a birthday present. So it's either or. I'm not doing both. And I'm very glad that I don't have too many friends. So I'm not going to be spending too much money when it comes to all of this stuff. So I'm very happy about that. The other one that I have on the list is clothing and decor. Decor, I don't think I need any new decoration, except if I want to get like a picture frame back here to make the background look a little bit more appetizing. But I don't really think I need it. You guys can let me know in the comment down below. Do you guys think I need something like back here, maybe a picture frame or maybe a plant here? I don't know. I feel like it's kind of plain, you know what I mean? So just let me know. And also clothing. The reason I have clothing on this list, but I will explain. I have a young child. I have a toddler. She is 4 years old, and I do have to update her wardrobe every season essentially. And like I said before, I like to shop for myself too. I like bags, I like jewelries, I like coats, I like blazers, I like it all. But I noticed last year that I spent a lot of money on clothing, essentially for my daughter and also for myself. So this year I am limiting both myself and my daughter to an allowance of $2,000 for the whole year. That is how much I'm allowed to spend on clothes for me and my daughter. So I have also divided that $2,000 to $1,000 each. So $1,000 for my daughter and $1,000 for me. And I don't plan to spend my $1,000, but I do know that I will be spending my daughter's portion of the money because, like I said, she is growing. But I'm going to try as much as I can to not spend my portion of the money. Easier said than done. That's why I'm going to be coming and doing, you know, regular check-in to see how much I've spent and how much I've not spent. And then the other one is books. I like to read, and one thing that I picked up last year is buying more books on Apple Books. So to read, I'd be into reading more novels and stuff, but I would like to actually go to our library this year more often and pick up a book and just read it from the library instead of actually buying the physical copy of the book. But there are some occasions where if a book that I want to read is not at the library, then I will have to buy. That is completely fine, but just not buying too many books or spending excess money on it. And whatever books I already have, then I have to read them first before I go and buy a new book. And then the other one, the last one on the list, is online courses. Don't even get me started. Do not get me started, because last year I spent a huge amount of money on different online courses and I feel like I never followed through with it. I just spent the money on there, the subscription, and then they're taking my money every single month, but I'm not utilizing it. So this year I'm trying to stay away from any online courses unless I know that I am actively going to follow through and utilize a course. So that is the list of my unapproved / low spending category that I would like to, you know, spend my money on, but not too much money. Of course, this is just a general guide for myself. It might change as time goes on, and that's why it's a guide, so I can tweak it as stuff comes up. And I also am very well aware that having a low spending year will be very, very difficult, because I am intentionally saying this is how much I'm going to spend, and I do not want to spend too much after that budget. But I would try to make it work. I would try to put in the work, and I will also be doing regular updates, 3-month updates, to kind of talk about where I'm at, what happened, what did not happen, how much I spent for the month. By doing that, I will be keeping receipts of all my purchases. Yes. And if you're, you know, thinking about, you know, doing the low spending year or a no spending year, you can join me. Like I said, let's be internet besties so we can hold each other accountable. You can let me know in the comment down below, maybe the rules that you have, if they're the same as mine or if they're different from mine. That way we can pick it back off each other. I feel like when you are talking to somebody, or when somebody is going through the same thing that you are going through, there's a higher or a more, a bigger chance that you can follow through and accomplish your goal. So with that being said, I will say thank you for watching my video, and if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment down below. If you like financial videos, subscribe to my channel for more, and if you like vlogs, also subscribe for vlogs about me and my daughter and traveling and all of that. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.